So Kai Cenat, Kanye West, and Myron from Fresh and Fit walk into a bar, and you have the most unexpected weekend from 2024. So we all know Kai Cenat, good friend of the show, family of the show even. And so naturally, after Kanye West puts out his new merch line that is away from his sponsorship with Adidas and stuff like that, Kai Cenat had to pass judgment. He had to give his own thoughts and opinions on something that was culturally relevant.
Yay!
That was crazy. So Kanye West sent him the clothes, and people tell you that you're supposed to be grateful for every single gift, but to be quite honest with you, when it's not a gift that works out for you, or if it's something that's oversized, hey, we live in a day and age where somebody's gonna talk about it. And Kanye sent him the clothes so he could have his honest opinion on stream. It's all a marketing tactic at the end of the day. But you sent the wrong size, so Kanye should have known that Kai Cenat was gonna do something like this and give a more than memorable reaction to the content. Now, if you're gonna send somebody a marketing package, a PR package, you gotta make sure you know that the sizes are right. Pretty clear that Kai is a size small or extra small. It doesn't take much to know Kai's size. Strange I have it saved in my phone. But so because Kanye is an ultra sensitive, egotistical, even narcissistic man, he then takes to the DMs on Instagram and even his story to let Kai Cenat know exactly how he feels about the situation. Don't make no jokes about my clothes when you ain't saying nothing about what Adidas is doing. When Vulture's song came out, you ain't play my verse, you control, don't play with me. Kanye is alluding to Adidas manhandling him and blackballing him about this stuff because there's supposedly some lawsuits and they're taking his IP and making shoes out of it. Kanye, you have no room here because you said that whole slavery was a choice thing and then you signed yourself into a slave-like deal, in my opinion, and now you want to cry about the outcomes of that slave-like deal. And because this couldn't get any crazier, Kai Cenat then gets on the phone with John Monopoly, who is Kanye West's manager, and they have some long-winded back and forth. You know what? I don't know who Kanye West thinks he is because it evolves every single day, but he has to be a top tier narcissist to think that somebody can't have an opinion on you when you do wrong by them. And to be quite honest with you, this is an easily rectifiable decision. He made some comments about it. All you have to do is just send him another package out. It was an honest mistake, but because you felt like you were becoming the laughingstock because Kai Cenat did this, to be honest with you, this wouldn't even be a story this week. This would just be another part of Kai Cenat's streams if you did not go into the DMs and if your manager did not call Kai Cenat.
Peace. This is John Monopoly, Kanye's manager. So, I know that you guys are kind of bumping heads for a brief moment. And I wanted to reach out and see if there's a way that we could find a peaceful resolution and just get on the same page. Because
I'm basically just...
Hold on, listen. I'm not finished. Because as a people, I think if we respect one another and take the time to communicate from a mature perspective, we can find that we're better when we're aligned. And when we're not aligned, that's when things can go left.
How can we go about moving forward with this?
I think we just need to develop a relationship. You know what I'm saying? I know this is my first time meeting you. This is my first time speaking to you.
The ultimate problem is that Kanye West has been surrounding himself for the past umpteen years with nothing but yes men who have been in his corner and aren't telling him that he is wrong. When I get a wrong size and I talk about it, or if I say something about it, I don't get the brand reaching back to me as if there should be a way to sun me. Just like any other website, you would just go through the simple return process. It's really not that big of a deal, but the only person that will make it a big of a deal like this is Kanye West with the ego that he has. And now we're getting into these nasty conversations about, oh, we should develop a relationship. It would have been nice for you to develop a relationship prior to this and not use Kai Cenat as some sort of marketing ploy when you have no relationship with him. So now you're trying to do back leg work and backtrack and all this other bullshit when you should have did that in the first place so you could possibly know what size he wears.
Homie Chris Lighty from the Bronx.
Okay.
I'm a violator.
What that mean?
Violator, Chris Lighty.
Pause.
You've never heard of Violator Records, Violator Management, 50 Cent?
Nah, I was born in 2001.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
But stuff like that shows me the true nature of who Kanye West is and even John Monopoly. They're not in it for the real. Although they come off in the beginning as if, hey, they are real, we are connected, we are more unified, etc., etc. This is clearly fake people saying, hey, how can we, reach a different demographic? How can we market this the best? You don't even take time to know who Kai Cenat is. One, to know his size, but two, to possibly make references that he would even understand. I think that that's crazy. Why is Kai Cenat supposed to know about Chris Lighty and Violator Records? Like he said, he was born in 2001. Who are you to him but somebody that sent me some clothes? You think he grew up listening to 808s and Heartbreaks? You think he grew up listening to Graduation? He doesn't have that relationship with Kanye fucking West?
I'm just with whatever energy that's coming out to me. Just let Ye know I said that, however you want to move forward, we can move forward with it. Wait, where he at though?
We in LA, but I be in New York all the time. I could actually be in New York tomorrow if we need to link up.
You trying to backdoor me?
Yeah, okay, this is great. So even in the commentary, he still makes these remarks about like how I'm still big bro, I'm still somebody you should respect and fear, even though you shouldn't, mathematically know who I am. What's even nastier is there's these underlying threats as if something can go wrong. And those are seen on like his Instagram comments that came out later on Twitter.
He can bring his whole team, just so y'all understand the type of time I'm on. May Allah bless you all. Bro! How is you threatening me?
So we're talking about a grown man who is sending idle threats to somebody who literally just said that the pants were the wrong size. Again, this nice, nasty attitude of, yo, I'm trying to extend the olive branch. It should be peace, etc., but then goes on to make a comment like that. He can bring his whole team if that's what type of time we on. But what type of time are you on, sir? You talking about meeting up tomorrow as well? I come to New York all the time, etc. All these things are subtle scare tactics from a generation that is, to be quite honest with you, fading from relevancy. Kanye going into this deep dive and showing screenshots of what he's being posted is like typical Kanye stuff. Even to this point where Kai is saying, I hear you, bro, but ain't no jokes was being said. When I first opened the package, I showed love instantly. All I did was try on the sweats and they didn't fit. No jokes made. I immediately asked for a new pair. So you ain't do no wrong. So I felt this way for no reason. Yes. Kanye responds, fuck you, nigga. You was told to diss my shit. You a pawn. Again, nobody told you to even send the stuff to Kai Cenat. This is another level of the egotistical, narcissistic bullshit that tops the last of it. Nobody wants to be around you when you're like this. And if that didn't get any stranger, we still have to introduce how Myron Gaines got into the conversation. So if we're speaking about people who are trying to maintain cultural relevance, there is no bigger name in that space than the guys from Fresh and Fit. You insulted the man's brand in front of millions of people. What do you expect? These 20-year-old streamers who have no concept of how the real world works. Actions have consequences. Don't act confused now that he called you out. I don't think he's confused that he didn't act it out. I think he's more confused that he didn't understand the nature of who Kai Cenat was. Remember, Kanye decided to send him clothes out of his own free will and didn't get his size right. Something that he literally would have been 2 seconds to do. But you felt personally attacked, so you went into his DMs and started sending all this gobbledygook. And then you sent your minions, like John Monopoly, to go and call him and send idle threats to him as if he was going to do something. And I wish Kai didn't give this guy any sort of response or any sort of clout. Sadly, he had to come back at him.
He not letting you fuck, bro. And it's even cornier that you posted the DM on X. Nigga, he literally posted it first, buddy. You see, you're just another casual.
I'm glad that Kai responded, but didn't respond on Twitter because that would have gotten his rocks off. But all it takes for Myron is like a little bit of tension, a little bit of traction in order for him to get his rocks off, because he follows up with not only a tweet and a video that is absolutely absurd. Let's keep it 100, Kai Cenat. Calling me a stupid casual doesn't refute my point that you insulted Ye's brand in front of millions and acted confused when he retaliated. Attack the argument, not me. But I'm not surprised you gave such an immature response. And what's ironic is he continues to go on to attack Kai Cenat. You were born in 2001 and have an IQ of 21. Ironically, you called me a pawn when you're actually the biggest pawn on Twitch. We discuss real topics at Fresh and Fit Podcast, the most popular men's self-improvement podcast in the world. Unlike you, we don't simp for life-size Cabbage Patch doll thoughts like Ice Spice on stream. Now, we must remind you that these are some of the things that they talk about on the Fresh and Fit Podcast, especially in response to these type of topics.
We are better than you niggas! You fucking... You blocked me on Instagram! You fucking... Let's go! I have a problem with fucking you!
Definitely, I needed that. I needed that as a man to help me. Ultimately, this is like where the disconnect between the young and the old come from, because when you're trying to show love or whatever the case may be, you think that somebody owes you something in return. Your time is done, old man. I'm sorry to say it. These people now are in different pockets and lanes and avenues, and honestly aren't worried about you and don't know about you, especially because of how you've been portraying yourself lately in the media. And that goes to Kanye West and to Myron. Nobody should have or will have respect for you if you continue to do these things going forward. And honestly, they don't owe it to you because you're nobody. And that sounds crazy to say about Kanye West, but right now, for a lot of black people, Kanye West is nobody to be talking about. But, I could be wrong, man. Let me know in the comment section.